If you got the DJI Osmo Action 6 macro lens, chances are you made a review on it.
The Action 6 macro lens.
The new macro lens.
Using this macro lens for
macro lens.
Macro lens.
We're on the macro lens now.
There are so many reviews on that lens, we don't need another one. So this is my DJI Osmo Action 6 macro lens review. Let's get this out of the way first. The camera loses waterproof capabilities.
You cannot use this when shooting underwater.
I mean, I literally cannot go out there because this is not weather sealed.
Increases in weight and changes in form factor.
This is a giant front element.
Size-wise, it's a lot bigger than the standard lens.
You're gaining shallow depth of field, as Devin Zacharias calls it.
What sort of shallow depth of field we can achieve?
Or bokeh, as Brett Miller calls it.
A little bit of bokeh.
The focus must be adjusted manually, as I'm doing here, but Chris Meets Chris gives us a good guide on how to do that.
Here's a little tip that I came up with to kind of like find the minimum focus. Basically, I take my fingers like this. If you look at where it is, it's about at just like 11.5 centimeters.
Brett Miller, in his review, is the only one who easily explained that the macro lens really shines if you use f4 for close-up shots.
f4. And f2 does not allow you to get that minimum focusing distance of 4 inches.
But Brett Miller never shows the difference of f2 and f4 in his shots. That's what Devin Zacharias does in his review.
In theory, this should be one of the nicest shots.
And finally, the lens cap. Chris Meets Chris mentions that there is none.
I really think that it should include a lens cap. It's kind of crazy it doesn't.
Devin Zacharias found one on MakerWorld, but that's Bamboo exclusive.
I had to 3D print this one myself, which I found a print on Maker Supply.
Brett Miller designed his own.
All it is a simple 3D printed lens cap.
But he's selling it in his online shop.
I really suggest getting this.
So I made my own version of it that you can find on Thingiverse for free. And if you don't want to bother with 3D printing it or buying it, Toss Song in his review showed how we can use the clamshell that comes with the macro lens in an easy hack and convert it to a lens cap.
There were plenty of times I didn't even bother putting the lens cap back on, just living dangerously. No scratches.
Let me show you. Simply take the clamshell case that comes with the macro lens and cut off the top lid. Mind you, that will destroy the clamshell case. Now, the lower half simply fits over the macro lens with a press fit. Looks like DJI provided us with a lens cap after all. We just didn't know. It also seems to me that Chris Meets Chris single-handedly convinced Freewell to put some ND filters for the macro lens on the market.
I feel like this is the first time that something that I've asked for from a company has been put into production.
If you want to see some great footage with those ND filters on the macro lens, check out Great Day for a Hike review. Sadly, he doesn't compare with ND filters and without ND filters. Those really are all the important reviews you need for the DJI Osmo Action 6 macro lens. After digging through so many reviews, all the other ones I haven't mentioned really feel more like test shots that turned into reviews. And that's it. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos.
I'll see you guys.
Take care.
Peace.